lining up to kick off and get this one started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Fix that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Out in the backfield, he's open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
I had to reset up the OBS. So
the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Running it to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game. There were other guys on that play. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Play number 9 on this drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The give to the back. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, ready? Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They're going back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Valdez. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Murray. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The corners are walked up tight. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on!
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. the RPO. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After run, now throw. Got a man. It's Valdez. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Valdez. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Grab near the marker. It's Valdez. Touchdown, Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Wants to throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.